What's up, champs? In this video, I'm going to share 7 of the biggest diet mistakes that I see guys make when it comes to dropping body fat, or if you want to build up some lean muscle mass. Listen, I don't think there's anything worse than putting all this time and effort into the gym, all this time and effort into the kitchen, yet you're still not seeing the results that you want. And so I'm going to save you the time and effort, save you the wasted time and effort, and so that way you can start getting the results a lot faster and with less stress and less confusion. Let's get to the action. Number 1, people thinking that just eating healthy is going to help them get the results they want. Listen, I'm going to take you back down memory lane real quick. So back when I was in college, my girlfriend at the time, I had her cooking turkey burgers, broccoli, and sweet potatoes almost every single day because I started to realize, like, I gotta eat healthy to be healthy and fit, but I want to be lean and cut at the same time. And week after week, I started realizing I really wasn't seeing the results that I wanted, even though I was eating healthy. And it wasn't until I realized you can actually overeat on healthy food and gain weight instead of getting the results that you really want. And I see a lot of other people going through the same thing. They hit me up in the DMs, Jay, I'm eating right, Jay, I'm eating clean, but I'm still not seeing the results. I'm still not seeing this weight come off when I look in the scale. I'm still not seeing my body change when I look in the mirror. And the reason why is because just eating healthy won't cut it. You can actually eat an excess amount of healthy food and be overweight. And so if you're overweight by 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds, can you truly say that you're healthy? I'd go so far as to say a person that's that heavy, you're not really healthy, because that weight is on our frame that should not be on our frame. And it starts to cause different issues in our life. Acid reflux, sleep apnea, knee pains, lower back pains. And so, guys, you gotta realize just eating healthy won't cut it. You gotta eat the right amount of healthy food, and so that you can start seeing the results that you want, whether that's building muscle or dropping body fat. If you want to build muscle and gain mass, you gotta eat a little bit more. If you want to drop body fat and get lean and cut like I was trying to do, you gotta eat a little bit less. That whole calorie deficit thing, right? You gotta eat less, but you gotta eat less than what's required for you to maintain your current weight, and so that way you can drop body fat. Number 2, not tracking your calories. Listen, guys, if there were a nutrition Bible, this should be on the first page. And the reason why is because it gives you awareness and clarity. I know, guys, a lot of people don't want to do it. You don't want to have to track and see exactly what you're eating, the proteins, the carbs, and the macros. It can get to be a bit overwhelming and confusing. I get it. But think about this. A person that wants to be able to improve their finances, they have to pay attention to their finances. If they don't know their spending habits, if they don't know how much money is coming in versus how much is going out, how will they truly have confidence and clarity over their finances? They won't. And so you have to do the same thing with your nutrition. You don't have to do this forever, but you need to gain some context and clarity around how much you're eating, because if you don't, you'll never have confidence when it comes to if you want to drop body fat or get lean to go on a vacation or get ready for a birthday party, or you want to do a bodybuilding competition or whatever it might be. You have to understand how much you need to eat in order to get that specific result. And I'll tell you guys, it's one of the best feelings ever. I feel like every single man on this earth should have a fundamental level of knowledge on nutrition. Because back in the days, I used to go on these dates, on a Friday or a Saturday, or I might just be getting out with my buddies, and I'd notice some weekends my body would look how I wanted it to look, but other weekends I'd have this inconsistency. I'd look a little bit fluffier, or some weeks I'd look a little bit leaner, and I hated that inconsistency. I wanted to be able to say, okay, I'm going out on Friday, I know my body's gonna look great when I put this V-neck on. Or I'm going to the pool, I know my body's gonna look lean and chiseled when I go to the pool, and I'm not feeling all insecure or nothing like that. And so this is one of the reasons tracking is so important, because it gives you clarity on what's gonna help you get predictable results. And not only that, a lot of times before people join my coaching program, they're in my DMs. Jay, I'm eating healthy. Jay, I'm eating right. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I'm just fed up. I'm ready for a change. And after they join my coaching program, one of the things that I have them do, I make their meal plan for them, but I have them track exactly what they're eating and how much they're eating inside our members only coaching app. Not necessarily for me, I can see it, but it's really for them to gain clarity and context around how much they're eating. And here's the thing, most times they have this aha moment because they start to see how much more they were really eating, even though they were eating quote unquote healthy before they joined my coaching program. And then as they start to track, they get more clarity, more confidence in how much they're actually eating. And that's how these people are dropping 25, 30, 35 pounds in 12 weeks because they know what's working. It's like seeing football teams in the NFL. The teams that are getting really good results, the teams that are, continuing to go to the playoffs. Falcons ain't going this year. Anyway, at the time of this video. But the thing is, they have predictability. They're tracking. They're saying, okay, when we run these kind of plays right here, we get really good results. When we run these defensive plays, we run these systems, we get better results. And it's because they're paying attention to the analytics. When it comes to nutrition, tracking your calories, and you don't have to go too deep into the macros, you at least want to know how much protein you're eating on a daily basis. You're tracking your analytics when it comes to nutrition, all right? Your daily calories, your daily protein. You get these two down pat, you'll be able to get the results you want, whether it's dropping body fat or building muscle. Number 3, trying to outwork poor nutrition habits. Listen guys, back in the days, I grew up playing football and running track. And so I come from a family of working hard. Like everything that we did, it was all about working hard. All I can remember when I was growing up is watching my dad work every single day. He didn't come home sometimes until 9, 10 p.m. right before I'm going to sleep, and I could hear the garage opening up, and so I know he was getting home. I'm like, man, this guy is working super hard. And it made me want to work hard. It made me want to be that kid for him that made him proud, And so I grew up thinking, as long as I work hard, I'm gonna get the results that I want. As long as I work hard, I'll be successful. And there's some truth to that. But here's the thing, as I was trying to apply that into dropping body fat and getting super lean and cut, it wasn't working for me. And so I had to change something up. And the thing I had to change up was my nutrition. If we're trying to outwork poor nutrition habits, if you're working out just so you can eat a cheeseburger, if you're working out just so you can eat pizza, if you're working out just so you can eat donuts and pancakes and whatever, even though I like these things, you can't try to outwork poor nutrition habits because it's an uphill battle. You won't really see the results that you want. It's a failing method when it comes to trying to drop body fat. And so instead, what I use is the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time, I'm gonna eat spot on. My nutrition is gonna be dialed in. The other 20%, your boys go eat. I'm gonna eat me some pancakes, some waffles, some burgers, some steak and french fries. I love food too, guys. I get it. I'm not trying to be out here super shredded, not eating nothing but chicken and broccoli every day, selling my soul to chicken and broccoli. That ain't gonna be Jay Jackson. I can't do that. But here's the thing. I understand I want to be healthy. Your boy is 32 years old at the time of this video. I ain't getting no younger out here. And so I gotta focus on my nutrition as well, because nutrition is what's gonna help us internally. And a lot of people out here, they hit their 30s, they hit their 40s, they hit their 50s, and they're working out thinking that they're gonna get healthy just by working out. But you also gotta focus on that nutrition, because nutrition is what's gonna affect our testosterone levels, our mental health, our gut health. You notice that? Gut health. You can't help your gut by just working out. That's all about what we're putting inside, right? That's all about what we're putting inside. And so you gotta make nutrition a priority, and you gotta start trying to outwork poor nutrition habits. That way you can get results, look good, and you can feel good at the same time. Number 4, eating foods that you hate. I just come to realize most people will do almost anything to drop weight, and eating food that they hate is one of them. It's almost like getting married to somebody and they hate having sex, but you love having sex. How long are you realistically gonna be together. You probably ain't gonna be together that long because they hate having sex and you love having sex. And so it's the same. I know it's kind of extreme, but it's the same way. It's like, if you're gonna have to eat foods that you hate eating, how long are you realistically gonna sustain that diet? Probably not that long. And I see a lot of people do this all the time. They jump from diet plan to diet plan. And they have these trainers tell them, hey, you gotta eat broccoli. Hey, you gotta eat asparagus. Hey, you gotta eat tuna. But if you hate eating these foods, you're not gonna realistically sustain the results long term, even if you get results. And so a better approach is saying to yourself, okay, what type of foods do I enjoy eating? I know I like eating steak, salmon, chicken, asparagus. I know I like eating sweet potatoes from time to time. Can I eat these foods and get results? That's a better question. Can I eat the foods that I enjoy and get the results that I want? And then go to a professional. It don't have to be your boy. It could, hey, whatever. But here's the thing. You gotta go to a professional because professionals can tailor the nutrition plan to support you. A lot of people just try to go on YouTube or go on Instagram, and they're looking for trainers and they're looking for these meal plans, they're looking for these workout plans, but they get the generic meal plan that says good foods, bad foods, eat this, don't eat that. That's not no meal plan. That's not a nutrition plan, baby. We gotta have something that's gonna support you. And so as you get results, it's something that you can realistically sustain long term because there's food preferences, okay? There's a such thing as food preferences. So what you like to eat might not be what I like to eat. What I like to eat might not be what you like to eat. But you gotta do what's gonna work the best for you. And so that way, as you get results, you can make those results permanent. Number 5, following somebody else's diet plan. I think we've all been here. We want to get in shape. We want to flatten our stomach. We want to get the abs for the summertime. And we see our buddy getting in shape, or we see this fitness influencer that's in shape. And so we start trying to do what they're doing. We start trying to eat the foods that they're eating the same 1,500 calories that they're eating, or the same 1,800 calories that they're eating, expecting to get the results. But I know for me, when I used to do that, I wasn't seeing the results. And so I'm thinking to myself, what's the issue? Like, what am I doing wrong? Because if they getting results but I'm not, something ain't right. Something ain't adding up. And so the thing is, what works for somebody else won't always work for us. Sometimes we can get lucky, but every time we're not going to always get lucky. And so we got to do what's going to work the best for us. Our food preferences, like I was saying earlier, our food preferences, our schedule, our lifestyle, our metabolism, our age. Like what we eat at 18, 19 years old, it's gonna be a little bit different than what we eat at 40, 50, or 30 years old. We gotta eat according to our current circumstances and our situation. And so we can't just be trying to eat for fat loss and we in our 30s, 40s, and 50s. We gotta be eating for fat loss and health. Because I wanna be around. I wanna be around for my family. I want to be around for the people who depend on me. I want to be around so I can keep on dropping this knowledge. And so I'm eating for health too. I'm eating for energy, baby. I'm not just eating for results. And so this is the thing you got to pay attention to. You can't just follow somebody else's meal plan. You got to do what's going to work the best for you. Number 6, diet trend hopping. Doesn't it seem like every other year there's a new diet plan coming out, a new workout plan coming out, a new supplement gimmick coming out? Ain't that nice? Every year, around New Year's time, they want to drop some kind of new nutrition plan, new workout plan, new supplement plan. And what happens to most people? People just start eating it up all the time. They eat all that shit up, but they still don't see the results that they want. And the reason why is because most people are doing these diet plans, yet they don't realize a lot of these new plans with the workouts and diets and supplements, it's just an old plan with a new shiny wrapper on top of it, baby. Listen, the fitness industry is full of excellent, amazing marketers. I'll give them that. I get it. But at the same time, people have to realize you gotta understand what are the fundamentals, okay? What are the principles of dropping body fat? What are the principles of building muscle? What are the principles of nutrition? You gotta understand these things, because if you don't, you will forever be taken advantage of by the fitness industry, for by the health supplement industry. You gotta know, okay, how much do I need to eat to drop body fat? Because if you look at the keto diet, the fasting diet, the Atkins diet, the Weight Watchers diet, all these different types of diets out here, they all have one thing in common if you're trying to drop weight. You gotta eat less. If you don't follow that one principle, you're not gonna get the results you're looking for if you're eating more than you need to be able to drop body fat. And so start nailing down, start becoming aware of how much you need to eat. Start becoming aware of what type of foods you need to eat. Start becoming aware of how frequently throughout the day you need to eat in order to maintain energy, in order to maintain a high testosterone level, in order to get better sleep at night. All these things matter, but you have to know how much you need to eat on a daily basis to drop body fat. It doesn't matter what diet train you jump on. Just know if you're eating too much, you won't get the results you want if your goal is to drop body fat. And so stop the diet trends, nail down the fundamentals, start to become aware of the fundamentals, and then if you do decide to jump on a diet trend, at least you understand, hey, if I'm not doing this part, if I'm overeating or if I'm undereating, I'm not gonna get the results that I want, no matter what diet trend you hop on. And number 7, starving yourself in a severe calorie deficit. Believe it or not, I see people resort to this more than you might think. People want to get ready for a wedding, they want to get ready for a birthday, they want to get ready for a vacation, and so they cut back on sugar, they cut back on starchy carbs, they cut back on eating anything for that matter. They might just eat a little bit of protein, a little bit of vegetables, and they don't eat or drink nothing else. They might drink some water, and they find themselves dropping some weight pretty quick most times, but they can't sustain it because they start to get irritable, they're hungry, they're tired, they get headaches and migraines and stuff, and it's just not sustainable. You feel like you're suffering while you're trying to drop weight and be healthy, and it's just a lose-lose way of trying to be able to lose weight. You don't want to go that route, y'all. You want to focus on eating properly. So you gotta have a nutritious diet as well. You can't just drop everything all together. You can't just drop carbs. You can't just drop fats. You can't just drop protein or drop meat. Hell, I see 250-pound guys, 5'10", 250 pounds, only eating 600 to 800 calories a day. Tell me, in what world are you not gonna feel like you're starving after you do that for a day or two? You're gonna be starving, man. And then I see some people only drinking water on a daily basis. They're not even eating no more. They just got the fuck it. They said, fuck it, I wanna drop weight so fast, I'm just gonna do a water diet. You're gonna be deficient in so many areas. You might get away with that for a day or two, but if you're going multiple days, close to a week, trying to just drink water and not eat food, you're gonna be so deficient. And I know there's different types of fast out there that might be religious. You know, I get it if you're doing it for religious reasons. But if you're just trying to drop body fat, you're just trying to drop weight, you're trying to get rid of the stubborn belly fat, this is not the approach that you want to take. Because most times when guys do these different types of diets, they drop weight real quick. But then after a while, they just can't maintain it. They don't have the willpower to keep starving themselves, to keep suffering with that type of a diet, with restricting themselves. And then they gain all the weight back slowly but surely. They start seeing their stomach getting bigger again. They start binge eating, and before you know it, they gain all the weight back, if not more. I know y'all see them folks from The Biggest Loser back in the day. They were suing the company or something like that because they started gaining all the weight back. They were putting in so much time and effort on a daily basis, severely restricting their calories, and they got the weight down, but they couldn't keep the weight down because they were just severely restricting themselves. Now, I'm not saying that was the case for every single person in that TV show, but those are the types of things that happen when you severely restrict your calorie intake. There's a healthier approach to doing it, more proper approach to doing it, and so that way you get the results and you can be healthy at the same time. And that's the name of the game. Alright, champs, and that's a wrap. Be sure to like, comment below any questions that you might have, any topics that you want me to talk about, and be sure to subscribe to the channel, baby. You see me dropping this game, I hope you're finding it helpful, and be sure to just share with some friends and family members if you believe they find it helpful too. With that said, champs, we out of here. Let's get to the action.